how I enter the market. All right, this is how I determine if I'm going to buy or if I'm going to sell. All right, so many people, so many traders talk about analysis, analyzing the market, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, knowing the trend, knowing the direction of the market, which is very, very important. All right, but so many people, just few people rather, talk about entry confirmation, which is as even more important. All right, in my last video, I talked to you about two kinds of analysis. We have directional analysis, your directional bias, knowing the trend of the market, all right, so that you can make informed decision, all right, whether we are going bullish or bearish, as the case may be, and then you want to position yourself to know what you're going to be doing in the market. And then we have another kind of analysis, which is confirmation analysis. All right, this is going to now determine if you're going to click that buy button or click the sell button, guys. If you're going to stay with me to the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you how I determine if I'm going to buy or sell the market. All right, if you're going to stay to the end of this video, I'm going to walk you into my laptop screen, and I'm going to be showing you live market, how I determine this trend of the market, how I determine to buy or to sell this market. All right, this is how I trade the market, and it is very, very profitable, guys. I'm looking at a trade currently on the chart. If you're going to stay glued, we are going to dive in. I'm going to show you everything at the moment in a glance. Right, let's go into it, guys. Let's go. Okay, this is my entry secret strategy. Number one is the accumulation and drop. All right, guys, when price comes to your point of interest, your demand zone, your supply zone, your support or resistance zone, whichever zone you are looking at, it can be a Fibonacci level, whatever level you are looking at. All right, you want to look at what price is doing at that level. All right, for me, I wait for price to accumulate. All right, for some candlestick to consolidate on my zone. All right, for a short period of time. All right, and then I want to wait for a good candle closing in my direction, a good healthy candle closing in my direction. All right, to confirm to me that it is ready to move, guys. Yeah, when I'm in my session, I wait for that accumulation candle, and I wait for a candle drop. All right, a healthy candle drop to either my direction for a sell or my direction for a buy. That way, it is telling me that that accumulation stage is over and it's about to drop. All right, I always use this analogy: when you carry a rubber band and you are and you are uh you are taking it back or something, you are just trying to shoot it or something, that phase you are drawing it back is like you are accumulating energy or something, and then when you leave it, what happens? It tends to fire to a very, very long distance. So that's what happened. That phase is called accumulation, and then when the candle drops, you buy or you sell for the market to take you in your direction. All right, 8 out of 10 times this thing works, guys. Very, very powerful, very, very important. And then number two will be uh my counter trend line break. My counter trend line break, guys. When price is in your zone or on your zone, as the case may be, right? Now, when price is going to your zone, all right, it makes a wave kind of pattern. We all know that market doesn't move in a straight line, all right. So when market breaks your structure or something and it is coming back, all right, you want to always trade the retracement. All right, when price retrace to your level, it is retracing in a wave, and remember that wave it is creating some 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 little internal highs and lows. All right, all right. And when price comes to your point of interest or your zone, you want to take a trend line to to mark it as a counter trend at that time, at that point. And then when price is now on your zone, you want to wait for the candle to break it out, to tell you that that retracement is over and now it's about to go to your direction. All right, you may not be understanding what I'm saying, but if you watch till the end and I take you to my screen, guys, I'm going to break all this, all right, to your understanding. So counter trend line break, it is for me, guys. I've been using this I've been using this for like for a very very long time, and it's been working. My system just got it's crazy. My system just yeah, it's back on. It's back on. This is crazy. A minute, guys. All right, guys. That is it, guys. So my number three will be a bullish candle close or a bearish candle close. All right. I use this a lot on my gold, guys. I use it on my gold a lot. All right. If gold breaks out as bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing, best believe that market is going to be a banger. All right. In other pairs it works, but for me, I use it mostly on gold. All right. Bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing is a buy signal, is a sell signal. All right. When you see it, for me, it's my favorite bullish, is my favorite candlestick confirmation, and it works for me, guys. You want to back test, you want to check which works for you. We have bullish bearish harami, we have bullish pin bar, bearish pin bar, we have a whole lot of them, bullish kick, bearish kick, like that, morning star, evening star. Those are all candles that as a forex trader you must understand how these candles play with the market, play in the market, and how you get to benefit from all that, guys. Enough of the talk, let's go into practical. I'm going to walk you right straight into my laptop screen, and we are going to see how this works in the live market. I'm currently seeing a trade. I want to show you how it is going, and let's go. Hey, welcome right about now, guys, to my screen, and I hope you're seeing everything clear, right? So we're just going to go straight to the point. The first entry confluence for me, I'll be looking at right now. This is USD JPY. This is USD JPY chart, like you can see, and we are going to look at the accumulation drop, right? Now, anytime price comes to your zone, all right, this is my supply zone right here. All right, I mean, price has been in a downtrend. We have been having series of, you know, I've been having series of higher high. Then we have, sorry, this is a high, this is a low, this is a higher low, this is a lower low from here, right? And then we have price break of structure, and then price came to my supply zone, right? Now it can, for you, it can be a trend line, it can be a support resistance, whichever zone you are looking at, right? But I'm looking at this zone as my supply zone, right? And then price came to this zone. All right, what did you see, guys? We had a lot of accumulation, all right, below the zone. As far as, or as long as price is below that zone and there's an accumulation, all right, there's every tendency that it is going to drop, right? And what do we see? We saw this red candle drop, all right. Immediately it drops like this, it is signaling you that what price is about to have a heavy drop. And what do we see? We start having serious drop to the downside. This is another accumulation here, and then this is a minor price coming to supply zone, guys. Like you can see, guys, let me just take my arrow, my trend line. All right, this is a minor break of structure here. This is an internal break of structure, right? And then price price came to supply zone. Price came to supply zone right here. This is actually a very very strong supply zone, and price dropped, yes, and price came back to that supply zone. I didn't this There's a supply zone here, yeah, that like you can see, and then we started having a drop. Do you understand? So price will always give you that accumulation before it drops. All right, this is telling you that that zone is going to be a very very strong zone for it to drop. All right. By the way, this is a live trade. I am currently on this trade now, as at the time I'm recording this. All right, this is a minor accumulation. Price is supposed to drop, it didn't drop, it breaks, and then it is about to now start coming down right here. So this is like a minor accumulation drop that is about to happen right here. All right. The thing is, the higher the accumulation, the better it is, all right, for it to drop. So I'm going to later be dropping the result of this trade, all right, as soon as it plays out, all right. And then the second entry, guys, you can do your back testing, guys. You can just go as far as any pairs, guys. Whenever price comes to any zone, you see accumulation, there's a drop, and then you ride on it, guys. Accumulation, there's a drop, all right, you ride on it to the downside, all right. You can just be checking charts, guys. It works all the time. We had a lot of accumulation here, a drop, and then you ride it. Accumulation, drop, and then you ride on it. But it must be on a zone, guys. A zone you are looking at, either a trend line or support, demand zone, or whatever that you are looking at, right? So that is going to be it about that, guys. So and then the next uh entry confluence, my entry secret I'll be talking about, of course, is already on the screen here, guys. If you know, if you guess it right, drop uh drop like I got it, all right, and then you want to put what what you think it is, right, on the chat box, right? So of course you got it right. Yes, this is a counter trend line break, all right. A counter trend line break is my second one, right? Yeah, as soon as price comes to your zone, before price gets to your zone of interest, it must always, you know give a wave kind of pattern before it want to start dropping or start going to your direction. A wave kind of pattern, like you can see here. A wave kind of pattern, like you can see here, right? A wave kind of pattern. If you take your trend line, a wave kind of pattern. There's a touch here. Price came to this zone. You see a break, and then it started dropping. A wave kind of pattern, guys. This strategy I'm telling you, guys, it works almost 9 out of 10 times, guys. All right. Now, what is the psychology behind this? It is telling you that um the current trend as at that time is about to get elapsed, is about to stop, and it's about to go to the opposite direction, which is going to be probably your buy or your sell that you have taken at the time. All right. So it is signaling to you that a break of counter trend line is about to occur. And then a note of warning, guys. Your candlestick must break strongly below that counter trend line or above it, as the case may be. Let's go to Euro USD. I'm going to come back to USD JPY. Let me show you how I entered wrongly when trying to use this counter trend line break, all right, and it put me on a drawdown for a while before going my direction. So imagine it didn't actually break at the first. So we might just come to USD JPY back, but you can see this counter trend line, whatever here is what I put here for price to come and then break it, all right. Like I said, I'm currently on this trade. All right, I'm going to be putting the outcome at the end of this trade. Now, when we go to Euro JPY, I actually uh, uh, put a strategy, this counter trend line break. I actually applied it yesterday, but I entered wrongly, guys, because it it didn't break Euro USD. Euro USD, guys. It's network, guys. So, guys, I had a little bit of a network issue at the moment, but I'm back, guys. Right? So, this is the Euro USD I'm talking about. I was supposed to enter this trade at the break of this counter trend line, all right? But, I entered very early at this candle, this bullish candle like this. In my mind, in my head, I was just thinking, okay, since we had this push, it's just going to just be a buy. But it could also just be wrong, right? And price came here and danced for a while, put me on in drawdown for some time before pushing in my direction. As soon as I saw this uh, bullish, healthy bullish break, like I told you, it has to be a healthy bullish candle break or a bearish for that matter, right? Yeah. So as soon as it breaks, I started adding positions, and then what did you see? Went in my direction straight up, right? So I mean, this counter trend line works almost every time. This is the live market right here, and this is where I'm, expecting to take my entry. So I can just take a counter trend line like this, you know, like so, and then do it like this. Yeah, right? And then I can just wait for price to, come here, break this counter trend line, and I'm sure that this entire whole move is over and then it's about to go in my direction. So that is the psychology behind it, guys. That is just the clean psychology behind it. All right. So you can do your back testing. You want to check, all right. Because of the one of time, I might not want to go very, very, you know, look at one again here. All right, counter trend line break here, and then boom. You see that we had a break from here, and then price starts surging up. So, guys, you want to make sure that price comes to your intended POI or your point of interest, and then you want to use this strategy. It works like magic, guys. If you are getting value, guys, you want to like, share, and subscribe. And then the last one will be bullish engulfing, right? That is what works for me, and that's what I'm sharing with you. You want to backtest it, it works almost all the time. All right, bullish engulfing. Uh, I use this all the time on gold. Gold, very, very fast. Gold, XAU, USD. It works almost all the time, guys. I want that chart like so. Yeah, yeah. Let me show you guys. Yeah. So this was a trade I took, I think, last week. My cursor is having some, yeah, like so. All right. So we had a break of structure from here, and then price came to this zone, and then we had this engulfing right here. All right. And then we start sub price start surging up. So I mean, bullish engulfing is a popular candlestick entry confirmation in the market. You can just do your back testing. You see a lot of the bullish engulfing everywhere, every time. And even when price came up, came down, hit like so, bullish engulfing, and then like that. All right, so it works almost all the time. Bullish engulfing. I use gold, to determine bullish engulfing entry confirmation. Yeah. So I've deleted my chart at the moment. So many charts have so as in my trade I've taken for like the past 2 weeks. I've deleted my chart. All right. But I mean it works, guys. Bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing, as the case may be. All right. I'm going to be making extensive videos of this nature, guys, educating you guys on how to trade the FX market for it to dish out good profit for you, right? So you want to do it to like, share, and subscribe, guys. And I'm going to be catching you guys on my next one. All right. So yeah.